Hello, it's Louise, Chatterton-Luchuk with the Learning and Development Center with some highlights for you from the upcoming May 14th and 15th Learning Connections Conference, which is our in-house conference for all faculty, support staff, and administrative staff on all three campuses and our satellite offices. The conference starts off at noon on Tuesday, May 14th, and after you register, we invite you to wander around the Tri-Campus Wellness Fair being held in Davies Hall. Check out the booths, the information, as well as the healthy snacks. From 1 till 2:30, we will have our first block of workshops, and you can find topics like Jumpstart into Online Course Delivery with Jordan Christie from Durham College coming to share her expertise. Another of her colleagues, Sandy Adowski, is coming back to talk to us about universal design for learning. And if you're a faculty member, this is a chance to have a face-to-face workshop on this topic, as opposed to taking the online module, which will be released in May. So watch for that. Our own David Wright, Manager of Security, will be here as well during that time slot to talk about emergency response procedures. And we also have a session specifically for program coordinators, calling all program coordinators, strategies for survival. If you're looking for Microsoft Word efficiency tips, please join Sandra Menard and Valerie East as they will be talking about that, and also looking at how some of these tips are not just about efficiency, but also about AODA compliance. Also in this time slot, we have Glenn Vollebrecht, our President and CEO, along with members of the senior executive team, talking about the strategic plan and a first level of consultations around our new strategic plan. That will be offered both in the 1 to 2:30 time slot and the following time slot 3 to 4:30, so you have two options. We also have a two-parter session called Good Time Management, Choice Not Chance. And if you sign up for that, it will take up 2 of your workshop choices because it is a 3-hour workshop. Finally, rounding out the first block of workshops, concurrent session A, we have one called Leadership Capability Framework, and we have 2 people from the College Employer Council joining us to talk about this new framework that has been released by the College Employer Council, outlining the capabilities, competencies, behaviors of leaders in the college system, looking ahead to the next 3 to 5 years. It looks at those from the manager level, dean director level, vice president, and president level. And they're also going to be talking about succession planning and sharing some recent research about succession planning in the college sector. We'll take a half-hour break for a chance to connect as well as have some refreshments. It also might be a time to go back and check out the wellness fair if you didn't get there yet. From 3 to 4:30 on Tuesday the 14th, we have 6 more sessions for you. There's strategies for classroom management, practical tips and techniques, or you might want to join a session on curriculum mapping, which will be hosted by 2 retired curriculum specialists within the college system. We also have Valerie and Sandra returning to do a Creating Engaging PowerPoint presentation. And again, the strategic planning session, there's a second chance to join that. We'll have a session on getting started with Blackboard, the basics. And if you took the Good Time Management, Choice Not Chance in the first session, this will be the time for your second half of your workshop choice. And then we'll round out the day. You can register to join us for a wine and cheese reception. Again, more time to network from 4:30 to 6 p.m. The very next day, Wednesday, May 15th, for those who didn't join us on the first day, registration opens on 9 a.m. And of course, this is your conference, so please make it work for you. You can register for the entire conference or for a single workshop or anything in between. At 9:30, we will convene in Davies Hall, and at that point in time, Glenn Vollebrecht will give a presidential welcome, and we will also have a special time of recognizing the 2013 award recipients. These people have been nominated by their peers and will be recognized at the conference. It's a new addition to this year's conference. Following that, our keynote speaker, Lisa Sansom, who is no stranger to St. Lawrence College, will speak on Optimal Flourishing in You, which is a keynote focused on positive psychology and how that can be a helpful tool whether we're support staff, administrative staff, or faculty. A tool for us personally, but also working in our teams and working with other people. Lunch follows, and that will be from 11:30 to 1 o'clock. So be sure to sign up for that. Concurrent session C, there's 8 options, and that runs from 1 till 2:30. We have a session about our EAP, that's our Employee Assistance Program. In the 1 to 2:30 time block, it's geared to managers, but there is a session later on in the afternoon that's open to all. We then have a session called Dealing with Difficult Personalities that you might want to sign up for, or you might want to sign up for Creating an Inspiring Learning Environment by Connecting with Your Values as a Teacher. And we welcome Benoit Vailleux of the Cornwall campus who will be leading that. Cornwall campus is also going to be leading a session on applied communications across the curriculum, telling us more about the project that they have been implementing on their campus. Grant Bradley will be walking us through his reflections on a pilot project in the Kingston campus's Fitness and Health Promotion program, and that's a pilot project in hybrid learning. Lisa Sansom, our keynote speaker, will be also providing a workshop. It's a 2-parter about learning how people adapt to change with the change cycle. So again, if you sign up for this one, you're committing to 2 time slots, 1 to 2:30 and then 3 to 4:30. And we also have a 2-parter called the Ask Gatekeeper program. This will be the initial offering of a program that has been developed by our very own Counseling and Accessibility Services. So join Dwight Druick and Allison Bonham. It will begin slightly earlier and end slightly later, so watch the times in the program when you're signing up for that one. And it will look at how to support our colleagues and our students who may be going through a mental health crisis or a mental health situation. And rounding out the 1 to 2:30 time slot, Gordon McDougall will be talking about strategic enrollment management and what that is and what the plans and the rollout at our college with regards to strategic enrollment management will look like. Again, a half-hour refreshment break, and then we will finish off our day with another group of workshops, and there's 8 in this time slot. So I referenced the EAP orientation for everyone. That's one of the options in 3 to 4:30. We also have a session called Who Are Those Extra People in My Classroom? And this will look at some of the support people that may be sitting in a classroom there to support particular students, from the CICE program on the Kingston campus to learning coaches and other learning strategists. Who are they and what are their role? And they'll be there to elaborate on that for you. Terms of engagement, tools for fostering active learning is also going to be included. Then we have a session entitled Organizing Your Digital World. In this session, you can join a faculty member, someone from support staff, and someone from management, talk about the various ways that they use technology to either go paperless in meetings or to organize their work, whether it's in the classroom or outside of the classroom. Fits in very well with our sustainability initiatives as well. Next, we have a session called Living Well with Stress, and it is one of our sessions with a maximum number. There's 30 maximum for this particular session. D6 and D7 are the second halves of workshops that started in the earlier afternoon time slot. So that's the second half of Learn How People Adapt to Change with the Change Cycle, and the second half of the Ask Gatekeeper program. And finally, we round out our day with a session with the CAT Pension Plan folks. It's an information session for anyone interested in finding out more about the CAT Pension Plan. And this session will be held in VTEL. That's our video conferencing classroom. So if you are on another campus other than the Kingston campus, and this is the only session that meets your learning needs, you can still join in by visiting the video conference classroom on your campus, and it will be beamed through all 3 campuses that way. So that's the lineup we have for this year's Learning Connections Conference, May 14th and 15th. We really hope that you will sign up and be a part of this in-house conference organized by your peers across the college. A reminder that May 1st is the early bird registration deadline, and anyone who has registered by that time will be entered into a draw for an iPad mini. For more information, you can visit the learningatthecenter.com website. That's www.learningatthecenter.com for all the workshop descriptions and the link to the online registration. See you there.